Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah, and welcome back to Revenge Unraveled, where we dive into the gut-wrenching betrayals from the people who should love us most, family. If you've ever felt that knife twist from a sibling's jealousy, hit that like button right now. It means you're not alone. And subscribe with notifications on, because today, we're exposing how I turned heartbreak into a takedown that'll have you cheering. By the end of this, you'll see why blood ties can snap, and how one woman's glow-up became her sister's nightmare. Let's unravel this mess, starting from the beginning. Let's rewind to the 80s in our cozy suburban home in Ohio. I was the bookish middle kid, always doodling wedding dresses in my notebooks, dreaming of my Prince Charming. Emily? She was the golden girl. 2 years older, with that effortless charm, cheer captain, straight A's, the one Dad called my little star. Mom baked her extra cookies, I got the burnt ones. But hey, sisters fight, right? We'd braid each other's hair, whisper secrets under the covers. Or so I thought. Looking back, the cracks were there. Like when she'd borrow my favorite sweater for a date and return it ruined, batting her lashes, oops, accidents happen. I laughed it off. Forgave. Because that's what little sisters do. Fast forward 20 years. I'm 28, a graphic designer scraping by in the city. Then, lightning strikes, Jake. We met at a coffee shop, him spilling latte on my sketchbook, me laughing instead of yelling. 6 months later, he's down on one knee in Central Park, ring sparkling like my future. Sarah, you're my forever, he says. I cry happy tears. Emily? She's my first call. Be my maid of honor? Her squeal. Duh, sis. This is gonna be epic. Epic. Yeah, if only I'd known what she really meant. Wedding planning kicked off like a fairy tale. Venue booked, this rustic barn overlooking vineyards. Dress fittings with Emily giggling beside me in the mirror. Invites went out to 150 people, including our whole extended family flying in from across the country. I was buzzing, playlists curated, vows handwritten on lavender paper. Jake and I couldn't keep our hands off each other, every night ended with whispers of I do. Then, 2 weeks out, Emily ramped up her help. She insisted on handling the bachelorette, let me make it unforgettable. A yacht party, she said. Sounded dreamy. But the first red flag? Jake started pulling away. Babe, you seem stressed, he'd say, eyes distant. I chalked it up to cold feet. Until the texts. Anonymous messages hitting his phone. Sarah's been seeing her ex, saw them last week at that hotel. Attached, blurry photos that looked nothing like me. Jake confronted me, voice cracking. Is it true? My world tilted. No. I'd never. But doubt crept in like fog. Emily swooped in as comforter, hugging him at our rehearsal dinner. She's always been flaky, Jakey. You deserve better. Next, the bridal chat explodes. Emily accidentally forwards leaked our nudes, deepfakes of me, twisted and vile, to every bridesmaid, aunt, and cousin. Gasps in the group. Sarah. How could you? My phone blew up with judgment. I confronted her in the hotel lobby, tears streaming, what the hell, Em? She feigned shock, then that smirk, cold, triumphant. Just giving them the real you, sis. Jake deserves to know. The morning of? I wake to silence. Jake's gone. A note on the pillow, I can't marry someone I don't trust. Emily told me everything. Everything? She confessed to planting the kiss during my dress fitting, testing his loyalty, she called it. Said I'd been emotionally abusing him for months. Lies, all woven from her envy. The church filled with confused guests. My veil in hand, makeup ruined. Mom pulls me aside. Maybe it's a sign, dear. Emily's always been the stable one. Stable? She sided with her. Dad avoided my eyes. I stood alone at the altar, echoes mocking me. The deepest cut? From family. That day, my heart shattered into pieces I'd spent months gluing back. But in the ruins, something ignited, a fire she couldn't touch. The weeks after were a blur of tissues and takeout. I crashed at my bestie's couch, scrolling Jake's Insta, him and Emily, cozy coffee dates captioned, "Finding real love." Vomit-inducing. Therapy started as a lifeline, my counselor urged, journal it out. So I did. Then, a family obligation, helping Mom clean the attic for a garage sale. Dust motes dancing, boxes of relics. That's when I found it, Emily's old diary, tucked in a hatbox behind forgotten prom dresses. Heart pounding, I flipped the lock with a paperclip. Pages yellowed, entries from our teens. Sarah's so pathetic, stealing Mom's attention with her yart. I'll make sure she stays small. Age 15, she'd slashed my bike tires before a school race, blamed the dog. Age 18, spread rumors I was pregnant to tank my college apps, just leveling the field. And the wedding? A whole section, Sarah's glow-up ends now. Jake's mine, one kiss, and he'll see her for the fraud. Deepfakes from that app? Genius. Mom's on board, she'll back me for the inheritance split. Inheritance? Turns out, she'd forged letters in my name, pleading Dad to cut me out. Sarah's unstable. A lifetime blueprint of sabotage, jealousy festering since I beat her in that kindergarten spelling bee. Rage boiled, but so did clarity. This wasn't a one-off. It was war. And I was done playing victim. Emily thought she'd won. Time to show her the board. Step 1, Intel. Hired a PI on a payment plan, ex-cop, discreet. 2 weeks later, dossier drops. Emily and Jake. Engaged, ring bigger than mine ever was. Living in a condo Daddy co-signed, funded by guilt checks from family pity. But cracks, her side hustle catfishing exes for Venmo gifts, Jake clueless. Step 2, Access. We shared a childhood email for emergencies, password unchanged since high school, Emilisucks 123. Irony. Logged in, screenshotted chats, her bragging to friends, Sarah's toast. Wedding was too easy. Voice memos too, her admitting the deepfake tutorial, laughing about Mom's forged note. Gold. Step 3, the stage. Annual family reunion, Labor Day barbecue at Grandma's lake house. 50 relatives, toasts, and Emily's big announcement planned. Jake and I are expecting. RSVP'd as healing and happy. But behind scenes? Anonymous emails to aunts and uncles, teaser PDFs of diary scans, timed for arrival. Planted whispers via a burner account on our family Facebook group, heard some wild stories about M, check your inboxes. Final touch, a rented projector, disguised as wedding highlight reel. No fists, no screams, just truth, projected in 4K. I practiced in the mirror, calm, collected. This is for every shadow she cast. The clock ticked. 6 months of pain distilled into one day. Her perfect facade. About to crack wide open. Reunion day dawned humid, picnic tables groaning under potato salad and ribs. Laughter echoed off the water, cousins cannonballed, beers clinked. Emily arrived fashion plate perfect, white sundress, Jake's arm looped possessive. Hugs all around, sis. You look okay. That pause? Venom. Mom cooed over hurt the glow, Dad grilled Jake on fantasy football. I smiled, peripheral, the quiet storm. Toasts kicked off at dusk, fireflies flickering like conspirators. Uncle Bob, to family. Cheers. Then Emily stands, champagne flute raised, and to new beginnings. Jake and I were having a baby. Your niece or nephew. Applause erupts. Jake beams, she glows, hand on belly that might have been a pillow. Cameras flash. My turn? Waited, heart thundering. Before the cake, I say, voice steady, a little slideshow from the past. For old time's sake. Projector hums to life on the barn wall, first, innocent kid picks us in pigtails, inseparable. Nods, os. Then, shift. Diary page 1, Sarah's stealing my light. Time to dim hers. Gasps ripple. Page 2, bike sabotage rumors. What is this? Dad mutters. Emily freezes, flute midway. Builds, wedding lies, deepfake screenshots, her voice memo crackling, easiest takedown ever. The forged inheritance letter, Mom's face crumples, Emily? You wrote this? Jake yanks his arm away, you used me? For what, spite? Screen peeks, her catfishing chats, money trails. Silence, thick as smoke. Then chaos, aunts whispering, cousins filming, Uncle Bob, get out, girl. Now. Emily lunges for the cord, but too late. She wheels on me, eyes wild, you bitch. Turn it off. I meet her gaze, unflinching, no more shadows, Em. This is the light you feared. She crumples, sobbing to Mom, please, sis, I'll change. The baby's real, don't ruin this. Begging, on her knees in the dirt. Jake storms off, family orbits me now, apologies tumbling. We should have seen it. Fireworks pop overhead, ironic confetti to her fall. In that moment? Catharsis. Not joy, justice. The web untangled, thread by thread. The fallout? Swift and savage. Jake filed for an annulment, Emily's lies unraveled their bliss. Family cut the cord, no more checks, no invites. She vanished to a cousin's in Cali, whispers of therapy or jail for the scams. Online? The reunion vids went viral in our circles, sister showdown memes, but I stayed silent, above the fray. Me? I bloomed. Traveled solo to Italy, sketched cathedrals that dwarfed her drama. Met Ben at a vineyard, real, steady, no shadows. Started this channel, turning scars to stories. Betrayal from blood? It slices deepest because we let it close. But revenge isn't about leveling them down, it's lifting you up. Unbreakable isn't born in ease, it's forged in the fire they lit. If this resonated, drop a like, your cheers fuel these tales. Comment below, what's your sibling betrayal? Spill in the comments, we heal together. Subscribe for next week, Mom's golden child exposed, lies that cost a fortune. Hit notifications, more from pain to power coming your way. Remember, your comeback? It's the real epic. See you soon.